What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I hope y'all are having a blessed day today, and we got a kind of different video going on today, so let's get straight into it. So today I'm going to be talking about the 2020 Dodge Charger RT, and I want to give you guys a quick run around the vehicle in case you are wanting to buy one of these vehicles and have a lot of questions about it. A lot of things are going to be covered in the video, including a POV drive at the end. So let's get straight into it. So before we get started, we have to give y'all a quick little co-start, and here's a video from this morning. And this is giving it a warm start. It is a straight pipe with stock cats and a stock X pipe. So it's basically not a straight pipe, but it's still a straight pipe. No resonator, no muffler. So that's that. First thing first, let's go around the exterior of the vehicle. From the 2019 models and up, the Dodge Charger RT and the GT is gonna come with a front facelift and the hood scoop. So in the front, we have this aggressive looking front bumper. Now the old bumper used to look like this, and the old hood scoop used to look like this. So we have updated front bumper and updated front hood, and this is not stock, but the OEM ones look pretty good too. But you can get one of these off of eBay for like 40 bucks. And we have a bunch of air just getting sucked in through these vents, and this air redirects the air to the brake calipers right there. Now, to me, this just looks way too aggressive to pass on. 4-door V8 looking this mean is crazy. Why am I wearing a glove? Well, it's way too cold outside and I only had one glove, so we're gonna have to improvise, all right? Now coming over to the side, we have these 20-inch wheels, these big calipers, which are not as big as the Brembos, but it still looks good. You can get it optioned out for the Brembos, and you could probably get the Daytona wheels with this package, but the last owner did not option it out, so I'm pretty happy with the one that I have right now. Now in the back, we have some new stuff coming with the 2019 and up models. The 2019 and newer models are gonna come with round exhaust tips and these air vents that suck out the brake heat. And we're gonna have a beautiful duckbill that is not paint matched, but it still looks amazing though. I kind of like the fact that this is not paint matched. Then it would just kind of look very simple and plain, and that just looks beautiful. You cannot tell me that Dodge Chargers don't have the best American tail lights. Just look at that. You can do so much things to this. Like, you can leave it stock, which is right here, or you can make it look all fancy, and just, ooh, that looks so beautiful. In the back, we also have RT badging, more Charger badging, and we have reverse camera and these fire side markers, which look amazing at nighttime. These Hemi badges, which you can get 345, just the regular Hemi, or you can have 345 Hemi on the side of the car, whichever one you prefer. But that's it for the exterior, so let's get straight into the engine bay. Now, in the hood, we have the 5.7 Hemi V8 pushing 370 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque stock from factory. Now, it's not the fastest V8 out there, but it's not the slowest either. Like the 5.3 is only pushing 320 horsepower. Now, if you look at my engine bay, you can obviously tell this is not a stock airbox. I got this from SR Performance because I love the way it whines. Yes, your intake does whine, guys. Now, in Mopar world, this is probably one of the most reliable engines Dodge has made. The newer 5.7s at least, but this engine still pushes and it has a lot of potential. Cam, headers, tune, and if you get the MDS delete, you can probably get around 450 horsepower before an actual good tune. But at the end of the day, you are getting what you're paying for. You are paying for a 4-door V8 for around 30K or less. So, I mean, be happy about it, you know what I mean? So it is winding like crazy, which is a perfect time to shut the hood and get straight into the interior. Don't mind the check engine light, I have it on run mode. So in the interior we have this beautiful leather steering wheel with all of our buttons. Now right here is my favorite part. You have so many options to pick from. You have engine torque, engine power, coolant temperature, your tire pressure, your transmission temperature, your oil temp, your oil pressure, your oil life, your battery voltage, your air intake temperature. You have your air intake temperature. One down, it shows your top speed. That was not me, totally was not me. We have your 0 to 60. You have your 0 to 100. You have your 1/8 mile. You have your quarter mile. You have your braking distance. You have your G-force meter. You have your peak G-forces. You have your lap timer. You have your lap history. And then your top speed. Then you have your miles per gallon. Now don't take this as, oh, the Dodge Charger has terrible miles per gallon. I push this vehicle every day in sports mode to the point of no return. So don't take my miles per gallon and use it as your, oh, I'm not gonna buy this vehicle. Trust me, you're gonna get 21 miles per gallon around the city area if you don't live in a crowded city, and around 25 to 26 in the highway. Then you have your trips, and then you have your screen setup, and then you have your speed. Now I love that Dodge did the little honeycomb back there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. And then Dodge also did the red all around. Now over here you can kind of see where the red line is right here. You can barely see it, but it's this little red line right here. And then we have our gas miles per gallon, we have our range, and we have our tank. Now one thing I love about this vehicle, that it comes with metal high quality paddle shifters. Every time I shift the vehicle, it feels so nice. Even though this is really short and you kind of have to kind of reach over there, it's still a really high quality paddle shifter. Now as y'all can notice that this car is mostly driver focused and the passenger seat has literally no entertainment over there. We come over here and this is where it gets fun. Before that, let's get straight into this middle console right here. We have your mute button, your screen off button, your hazard, your sports mode, your super track pack, your parking assist off, your traction control. So let's just click the super track pack real quickly. Now over here we have our drive mode set up for sports mode, and cool thing about these ones, you click on it, it tells you what it does for your vehicle. You click it on normal, it tells you it balance and throttle response. You put it on sports mode, it tells you what the engine setting goes to, same as the paddle shifters, the transmission, oh no, that's the traction, and your steering. And we have our default mode set up, so you can either have it at normal, sport, or comfort. And I turned off my paddle shifters so I don't mess up my engine while I'm trying to drive. Now we also have launch control in this vehicle. Now I haven't set up the launch control yet and I don't know how to do it yet, but later in my later videos I'll probably do a launch control video one day. You have your activate launch control. You can set it at certain RPMs. Oh, there we go. Surprisingly, this infotainment system is actually super responsive. It's not like very jittery. Come over here, it's not jittery at all. Next thing I love is this right here, performance pages. Now performance pages have your personal dyno, your engine, your G-force meter, your gauges for literally everything. Oh, hold up. You have your gauges right here. You have your timers for your drag, accelerating, braking. And then you have your home page where you can select what you want there. You can have gauges, timers, but that's that for the performance pages. And then we have our performance control, project manager, hotspot, SOS, audio settings, assist, all the good stuff. This car does have mirror dimmers, which are automatic. And then we have these right here. Now, one thing I love about this vehicle is the amount of things the driver is able to do. If you go to settings, display, and set theme, you can change your theme to whatever you want. Look, now we got a drag pack, the drag theme in the back. Now we have just a basic. Now we have the Hellcat. Now we have the engine bay. And then we have the Challenger. And I'm pretty sure one of these have the Demon. There we go. That's the Demon right there. So that's pretty fun to play around with. In the interior, we also have nice leather armrest. We have a really cushion armrest right here. We have metal door handles. We have an Alpine sound system. And we have nice details right here. This is where your air goes through to defog your side mirrors. We have all of our controls right here for the headlight, the interior dimmers, the side dimmers, which are these ones right here, these little. And then we have our trunk button. Don't mind it being dirty, but we have our parking brake, our hood opener, our brake, the gas. That's regular. Now these seats are cloth and in my opinion kind of stiff, but as I'm getting used to it, it actually starting to get kind of comfortable. As you're moving around from all the reckless driving you're doing, this car will keep you all hugged up and stuff. And over here we have our up and down, our seat controls, and our lumbar support. We have 2 cup holders here. We have our shift knob. We have more space over here. We have our 12 volt right there. We don't want to talk about that because that's how you steal the vehicle. We have a decent amount of space in here, which I'm not going to show right now because, packed. We have an aux cord right here. We have 2 USB-A ports, and we have this nice leather armrest, which is really, really comfortable in my opinion. In the back, it's pretty plain and basic. We have the storage right there. We have 2 ports right here. We have the vents, and we have a pretty decent amount of space back there for, whatever you want to do. But without further ado, let's get back into the interior, give it a little startup, and let's get back on the road. This is what the startup sounds like from the interior. As we start it, and we have it on regular mode, if you try to rev it, it's gonna only rev to 3,000 RPM like this. Never mind. If we put it in sports mode, let it get up. Oh, there you go. This is how it sounds with sports mode, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. Now this exhaust setup is not stock, obviously. It's a straight pipe coming from the catalytic converters, and with a mid-muffler delete, rear resonator delete, stock catalytic converters and stock headers, and a stock X pipe. Let's put the plate back on, put our GoPro on, let's get back into the road and give y'all some drives. First I'm gonna give y'all a drive in normal mode and regular drive. Then I'm gonna hit the back roads with the sports mode on and give y'all some, some back road content, you know what I mean? But let's just teleport right into it. Alright guys, so we are in the vehicle with the POV camera on right now, and I'm gonna give y'all a quick little driving POV to give y'all a little gist of what it's like driving a Dodge Charger RT. So let's get straight into it. We have Apple CarPlay right here with the map. Don't mind, I kind of did change the song. So we have Apple CarPlay right here, and we have our front infotainment system, and I will show you guys the engine power the whole time. And let's have the windows down for a little bit. Seatbelt on, safety first. Okay, let's get straight into it. So So I believe on regular mode, you are limited to around 300 horsepower, and then on sports mode, it bumps up to 370 horsepower crank. Mine might be a little bit more because I have an aftermarket intake I have 2 exhaust modifications that don't restrict air from my vehicle, which increases your horsepower, guys. Not by that much, but like still. Now driving this car, like I made that turn going 50 miles an hour. It drives really smooth compared to a lot of the vehicles that I've tried in the past. It feels heavy and it feels bulky, but the turning is actually really nice. Now, when it comes to handling and going through corners, it feels really flat. I am not going anywhere right now. Nothing in my car is moving around. I'm taking these corners going 65 miles an hour. And it feels pretty smooth. These corners are supposed to be taken at 45 miles per hour. And it has really good traction. Now, if you want to floor it while you're on a red light, you want to floor it, then you're going to probably lose traction, spin out a little bit. But that's what this car is meant to be. It's meant to be reckless fun, and it's more of a driver-focused car, which I love, obviously, and I'm the driver. So, in about a little bit, I'm going to switch it back to sports mode and give y'all some loud driving. All right. When you put it in sports mode, it actually opens up the active exhaust system where you can hear the exhaust the whole time instead of it being muffled out during regular mode. Now, going up a hill is still going really fast. We just did a 40 to I think it's a 50 to a 79 pull, which isn't bad. Cabin noise, not that bad actually. I'm actually enjoying driving and not being annoyed of the vehicle. When you guys have it on sports mode, you are able to choose between paddle shifters and your regular. Now regular, you can still use the paddle shifters, but if you have it on regular drive mode, you can switch between regular mode and your paddle shifting, so it will go from automatic to paddle shifting. And this car comes with an 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is surprisingly really fast shifting. About turning around because these people are going pretty slow. Alright. So let's talk about one thing that this car does have a flaw. So this car pushes a good amount of torque to do burnouts and slide the vehicle, but the differential that it comes with from factory, it actually, when one of them are losing control, it puts 100% of the traction on the tire that's losing control and 0% to the other one. So only one of your tires will be spinning and the other one would just be sitting there. That's one bad thing about this vehicle. It does come with a bad differential. It's good for the track because, you know, it's meant to be for the track, but when you're sliding trying to have fun, it's really not your best friend when it comes to showing off. You're gonna look like a fool because only one of your tires is gonna spin, and they don't know that you have a different differential, and they're gonna think that your car is messed up. But yeah, let's get back to the POV video. You guys know I'm taking 35 corners going 65, which shows the capability of this car right here on the track. I'm gonna spawn right into the outro zone so I can give you all a quick little outro. You guys don't have to watch me drive normally the whole way back. So let's spawn right into it. Alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed the little POV drive I just did. Let's get straight into the outro. In summary, this car is pretty awesome in my opinion, and I really think you should get it. And just look at it. It just looks so beautiful. It just looks so beautiful. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't look beautiful. One thing I forgot to mention is the color of the vehicle. This is a Go Mango, so this looks red during daytime and looks orange during nighttime, so it's pretty fun. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys so much. Let me know in the comment section what y'all want to see next, and if I missed out on anything, leave a like, make sure to subscribe, because that just keeps me motivated to do more videos like these. And I'm gonna see you on the next video. Stay tuned for more content for the future. Stay positive. I love y'all. See y'all on the next video.